Hey, I've got a crazy idea. Let's play a computer game. Alright, I talked me into it. Here he is, our glorious Captain Kerplop of the Kathump. Let's play. Duty officers completed. Any of these fail or anything? No, looks like everyone succeeded, so we'll collect some rewards. And we'll collect... Oh, they failed. Just a regular failure, though. Nobody died. Success, okay. Way to go, guys. Well done. Evaluate the biochemical properties of tula berries. Well, I don't have any tula berries, so no. Authorize the shuttle to return with fresh gach. Well, who doesn't like some fresh gach? I mean, frankly, that just seems like that would be a treat for the crew. Let's check. There we are. 20 hours. Bah, humbug. Engage in riot control exercises. What could possibly go wrong? Instigated defection. Well, that's kind of tempting. Sure. And they're off. Pardon me. Uncovered intelligence leak. Anything for security available? No, not really. Throw some science stuffs out there. And we'll catalog local binary pairs. Because, I mean, if we don't, nobody will. Treat for stomach pain. Bad gach. Good evening to those of you who've joined me. Hello, guys. And or gals. There, and anything the first officer has. Scavenging minefield. No, I think we're good for now. Okay. And a quick view as to whether we can make any gear improvements, as it were, to our ship. I doubt it, as I already have better stuff there. Let us do check this, however, and see where we are. Warrior's Blood. We're up to. That's going to give us a buff, an even bigger buff to our bot left. Enemies of the Emperor. What happened with that one? Oh, that's right. I claimed that one because that gave me the Bird of Prey. The refit on the something. I'm curious. This is going to slay Kurdial. What does it give me? Is this a box of 3 pieces of Klingon equipment of either rare or very rare quality? And down here, these ones get me. Let's go ahead and claim one and see what it looks like. Ah, okay, so they unbox them for you, which is nice. Disruptor dual cannons, purple quality. That's good, actually. That's really good. So that will get used. As it would do 313, so it's not as much as the hybrid dual heavies, which is weird. They're both 45s, 468 versus 313. Weird. Interesting. But it is better than the dual bank. So we'll narrow our focus, so to speak. Significantly better. And the beam array we really can't use right now. Sadly. Makes me sad. But hey, that's life. Heavy bolt setting, the Hirigen Tetrion Blast Rifle Mark IV. Currently what I'm using is pretty beanie, so we'll go ahead and swap that in. We'll make sure everybody's got a set of armor that they're wearing. I'm not sure if that's better or not. Yeah, I'm going to say that is better. Chagrin, we can't take you anywhere here. Wear some clothes. God. Sometimes it's just so hard to deal with these people. Well, I think that should work for me. And it does. Let's move everything over here. Eventually I'll get back to home base and sell or deconstruct a bunch of stuff, but for now we're going to the Norg system. I've taken care of the miscellany I needed to get done. Duty officers, new gear. Let's start playing. Begin Blood of the Empire. That's what the world is today. Hey, hey. Blood of the Empire. That's an old music reference. I'm an old man.
I am picking up the remains of several Klingon vessels on sensors. If these readings are correct, they were all destroyed.
Remain wary, whatever did this to our fleet could still be out there. Battle stations. Investigate the portals. Okay, I will investigate the portals. Kanakas! Hope the Saturday's treating you okay. Feklari!
Now belongs to the Fakiri Horde. You are trespassing and will pay for that crime with your life.
Feklari? What game are you playing here?
It is no game, Klingon filth.
Okay, yes,
We take
filth.
killing your kind very, very seriously indeed. Yes, it is a good day for you to die.
Ah, I see what you did there.
They're locking weapons. We can solve the riddle of these Fakiri later. For now, we must fight.
They can't even. They don't even regularly get the pronunciation correct on their own. Sometimes they say Feklari, sometimes they say Fekiri. All we know for sure is that the devil in the Klingon mythology is pronounced Feklar. That was made very, very clear by Worf. for this one to go to hell. See what I did? Go to hell. It's Klingon humor. And ergo, not actually very funny. What do we have? All kinds of more of them. Back to cloak. Something blowed up and hit me pretty hard. Do a little hull repairs there.
If I had not seen it with my own 2 eyes, the Fakiri are real.
Feklari!
Until today, I thought they were the stuff of myth.
There is often truth behind myths.
Wait! Incoming signal from Kronos. All available forces are ordered to return to the Praxis Belt immediately.
Well, they'll warp to the Praxis Belt then. Priority signal and all that. Come on, you. You kind of have to. I was going to be playing the new Feklari ship, but I kind of wanted to play the Matla here.
Bypassed most of our defenses with their portals. We need
This
to
is the
strike
Raider, I
quickly
think. The
before
latest
they
one that
eliminate
came from the
planetary
winter
defense
event.
grid. Concentrate fire on the...
And within range of the portal, but we also want to hit the frigates, so we get a little bit closer. That's going to have to do.
We must close the other portal quickly before more reinforcements arrive to attack Kronos.
The portal. Detect our orbital command.
Go right ahead. Recloak. And charge. peel through this warship. Protected the Klingon
I am
station.
detecting a group of Vakiri vessels approaching the
Feklar!
Overlook Command Station.
Feklar!
We cannot.
Worf didn't say, you are not Fekir, he said, you are not Feklar. The lowercase L seems to be confusing the hell out of people who think it's a capital I. Ooh, the flying dreadnought. He's big. That's not good.
I have heard tales of your recent victories in battle.
Well, yes, I
It is
know.
good to
I am
fight at the
pretty
side
famous.
of such a warrior.
You honor us, Captain Koran.
Thank you for leaving some of these demons for us to battle. I have never fought a mythological creature before. It was a glorious experience.
Glory to you and your house. Sure.
The battle awaits us all on the surface. Vakiri troops are
Fight
attacking
with honor for the
KDM
Empire, Kapla, etc., etc.
We have fought. In the area.
The first time I did this storyline,
Local defense forces are fighting bravely.
it just really blew my mind. It was so not in keeping with most of the rest of the game, and I mean that in a good way. Sort of like the Bonnykins episode, for those of you who know what the hell I'm talking about. More dilithium, more.
Target detected. Crime. Assassination. 18 counts. Treason. 24 counts. Sentence. Termination.
We will secure this area against further attacks.
I think we killed all the bad guys that are local here. Let's continue on deeper. Where more...
I'm picking up a concentration of Vakiri near the Great
Feklari! More dilithium. Hordling. So for the Hordlings then.
Hall of Justice secured, we must continue on for the Great Hall of the High Council.
Yes, indeed, we must head on to the thing. Pretty sure that's what we must. Yeah. Enslaved hordeling.
Reinforcements are transporting in to aid us. Keep fighting! Roar for the Empire!
Everybody? Everybody?
The courtyard is under control now, but some...
So many Feklari. Oop. More dilithium. Nice of him to carry a little extra dilithium with him, you know.
You are all going to die!
Eventually, yes. Note to self, don't stand in the fire.
I will return for your head Klingon filth!
Klingon filth. It strikes me as a little bit over the top. Blood of the Empire complete. Prepare for my next mission. Well, that's not particularly helpful.
This is madness. A mythological creature nearly ran me through in battle. Here, at the heart of the Empire.
Easy.
I would know more about this attack. Why were these Fakiri
Not
here?
Fakiri.
What was
There
their
may be
goal?
more to this than chaos and destruction.
Indeed. You have done well.
I will prepare for my next mission.
When I received my first assignment on a starship,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
father
yeah.
told
Blah,
me I
blah,
would
blah
see many
stuff.
strange
Gotcha.
things in the service of the Empire. After today, I know his words to be true. The Fakiri, demons of myth, here, alive, and seeking revenge. Madness. Chancellor
Insanity.
Park has given us a great honor. I look forward to fighting the Fakiri.
Is this another
with
level?
you
Am I level 14?
Once again.
I am.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
In legend, the Fakiri are an army of the damned. Their return heralds the rise of their leader from the depths of Grethor. And if Mola returns to the realm of the living, he will rule an empire of blood for 1,000 years.
So is that a bad
did
thing?
not take
It's
such
not clear.
things
We're
seriously
Klingon.
until a
Empire of
Fakiri
Blood for
invader
1,000
nearly
years.
killed me in
That doesn't
battle.
sound too terrible.
Now, serve the Empire well.
Talk to Lore Singer Balia. What else has he got?
Talk to the Battle Masters.
Thanks. The vault. No, thank you. Outside. Looks like.
Hail. Do you wish to hear tales of the Empire?
Tell me about the Feklari.
The Fakiri.
Not
Like
Fakiri,
many others,
Feklari.
I thought they were the stuff of legends. That has changed. We
Yeah, yeah.
for some time There have been those among us who believe the Fakiri were more than
Yeah.
myth. The invasion of this great city by the Fakiri
Speak with Duran about the Sword of Kalesh.
Hey,
Okay.
do you wish to hear tales of the Empire?
I just talked to... Oh, another lore singer. Sorry. Klingon singing. That sounds awful.
I weave tales.
Tell me about the Sword of Kalesh.
Ah, yes. Many Klingons.
I see.
Sometime
That's fascinating. Pray continue.
The son of I weave tales of
All right, and where exactly is Worf?
Greetings. How may I assist you? Fight with honor.
There's a battle brewing on the horizon.
You speak of the Fakiri.
Dude, you're the one who said Feklar. In the episode where there's a con man using hologram stuff to appear as the devil or Feklar, you're the one who said you are not Feklar. You are Feklar. It's not Fakiri, it's Feklari.
The Fakiri share many characteristics with our ancient enemies.
What do you know about the Sword of
However,
Kalesh?
That is a task for the lore singers. Suffice it to say that it has power beyond this.
Tell me
is a
more.
story
Continue.
about the sword,
The Emperor has
dark
found his
side.
weapon. Where is he now?
The Emperor contacted me recently.
Chancellor Dimpak wants a word.
Report. What have you learned?
They may be the Feklari of legend, and the Sword of Kalesh has been found by the Emperor himself.
I thought his obsession with the weapon was risky.
You
But
sound
I did
disappointed?
not
Surely this is a
expect
good
him
thing
to
for the
actually-
Empire.
It will not be a good thing if the Emperor's obsession with a relic gets him killed.
We must warn the Emperor.
Agreed. Return.
As you command, Chancellor. Beam up to ship. I hope you followed all of that. At some point in the last couple days when I was playing, they pronounced it as Feklar and Feklari. And I know from the show, which is, as far as I know, the origin of Feklar, it was pronounced Feklar, not Fekir. But you are entirely correct, Fekit.
Sensors are picking up readings of the destroyed Klingon fleet in the area. But there is one remaining ship. Trying to get a fix on it. It is...
come to join the fight, have you? Good. There's no better companion in battle than a Klingon warrior. We were ambushed on our way back to Kronos.
A Klingon warship would be better.
As strict-bound demons, I thought I had rid the Empire.
Let's see. Those are close. The store is a bit of a further ways away, so we will just air these guys out. Losers. Hit that, shoot that, thank you.
The Emperor's vessel is still heavily damaged. We cannot let these demons destroy it.
Of course we cannot. Okay. Oh, we have to defend it, I see. Well, I find the best defense, of course, is blowing the living shit out of stuff. That's just my personal experience.
be a glorious battle!
That's a flagship. Not impressed. I have to beam board the Batleth.
Sensors are clear. That was the last of them. At least for now.
You have fought well, warriors. There is more to be done, however.
What do you require, my Emperor? Other than, clearly, you need some hair product, okay? I'm just gonna come out and say it, dude. A little bit of product can really fix that hair up nice, alright?
The Fakiri managed to beam over several boarding parties during their
Be an
last
honor to fight at
very
your side. Let's kill some Feklari. But frankly, just a little, you know, product, and you'd be good to go. Grenades! Kaboom!
We will work on containing damage to this area.
One of our duty officer missions has succeeded. Oh, we've got one of the big fellows. We've got two of the big fellows. More dilithium for me. Always welcome. Is the room cleared?
We'll bunker down and use this area as an emergency station.
Oh, they must have dropped some kind of... Huh. Don't know what. They're showing as there being a mob still in here, but there isn't. Still, we've cleared out the first two areas. 2 to go.
with other sections and rally defensive.
Sure, that sounds like a plan. Let's do that thing then. We'll rally the people with the defenses and whatever she said. More dilithium. This looks cleared out. Not completely. Voyager. No, I'm a original series slash
Let's get down there. We can secure the deck and stabilize the ship's power
Next
system.
Generation
Report
and DS5 guy Voyager. They lost me pretty early on. I watched a couple of episodes and the writing was universally bad, and it sort of killed my interest, sadly. And I haven't watched basically anything of the Star Trek television series anyway since. Engineering.
There is a priority target in the area. Stay alert.
The world needs more alerts. It's an old joke. But then I'm an old joker. Alright, engineering calls.
Let's see if
Yeah, I can certainly see that. You'd be able to sort of
supported main
disregard
power on
the
the
stuff you
verge of
didn't like
collapse,
and pay
and
more
we
attention
will
to the
need
good.
their help
Also, it was
to
early in the
stabilize
series,
those systems
and
before it's too
a lot of
late.
shows take a good amount of time to find their footing. But at the time, I just wasn't willing to put in the time required. Yeah, for me, that was less a matter of like any sort of problem with it. It was more that I didn't want to pay for yet another streaming service. Was really the issue for me.
Thank you for your assistance.
Yeah, it's not generally held in low esteem.
I must reset
At least that's
the
my
environmental
understanding.
Controls on main power. Those demons
For me, it
busy while I
just
work.
lost my interest early, and I never really got pulled back at the time. It was pre-internet,
Suffocation is not a warrior's day.
generally speaking, or at least wide usage of the
Valkyrie must
internet,
come down the main corridor to enter. Hold them at
which
the
is kind of
entry.
where you build hype now. Oop, more dilithium. Yeah, that would be, I mean, a year and a half ago, I did that for Disney Plus to catch up on all of the Marvel stuff I'd missed, to catch up on the Star Wars stuff I'd missed.
Damage to the intermixed chamber. The form of a blasphemy.
So yeah, that would be the way for me to do it, is do the month, go hard, and then unsub. I hit the wrong button somewhere. There we are.
Bringing main power back online.
Ow. You know, the big guys ought to count extra. for the kill count.
There is a priority target in the area.
There is a priority target in the area. Oh, is that one of the that's the temporal alert, which means there's something.
I need to stay here and continue repair.
Alright, we need to find, is he in here? Yes, I think so. Chief Engie.
The walk car is now back.
The bridge will not last long without our assistance.
Follow me, we
must
will
head
protect the
there
Emperor
at
or die
once.
trying. Kipla. Alright, he's telling me there was a priority target. But I don't recall about the temporal stuff, what exactly that signifies. It's been quite a while.
There is a priority target in the area. Stay alert.
The world needs more lurch, yes, I know. Probably him, Djar again. Lord of Binding? Ooh, kinky.
You made it. Good. Now we shall fight side by side, as warriors born. Ha! I fought Fakiri thousands of years ago, and they have not grown any stronger. Crush the Fakiri. Drive them before you. Their lamentations all the way back to Grethor.
We will hear the
Fakiri
lamentation of their
before,
women. Thanks,
and
Conan.
we shall do so again. No demon can stand against a heart that beats with honor.
Yeah, for me, it's a little harder to take a sort of a individual approach to it, having actually watched the original series, some of it, when it was first broadcast. So yeah, I am kind of... I don't want to say spoiled, but set in what my expectations were. They had so many
Glorious fight.
high-quality, actual science fiction writers writing in the original series that I always felt that they missed out by not doing more of that in all the other series. Well, actually, the first season of Next Generation was pretty weak. Certainly, it definitely got into its form later on, but the first season had a lot of issues. But like I said earlier about Voyager, it takes shows a long time to really find their feet. Same is true with Babylon 5. You watch the first season of Babylon 5, you'll go, okay, some of it's good, some of it's not so much. But by the time they got to year 4, that was amazing stuff. So yeah, it takes a while for any series to sort of get their footing.
You are a stout warrior and a fine commander. There will be time for the same before you arrive. Indeed.
Thanks, Kalis. You the man. So I never gave much of a shot to Voyager after it lost me early on because the writing in the first few episodes was pretty bad.
Your report is disturbing.
Well, I have a lot of disturbing reports.
Kalis and stole his blade. This must be avenged, and soon. The people of the Empire must believe in the strength and honor of their Emperor.
Ooh.
I am placing you under the direct command of Kalis. Do whatever is necessary to reclaim what was taken from him. If you can bring an end to the Fakiri, do so.
Currently have tier 2.
War with the Federation is enough of a challenge. War with the hordes of Grethor
Let's see.
may prove to be our undoing.
4,000 generation. Reduces disruptor damage. That one's got regen every 6 seconds. We'll go with that.
Serve the Empire well.
Ding 15. Ooh. My R&D holograms have arrived. Well, the same thing with, what was it? Farpoint Station, the first Next Generation one, I think was a 2-parter, and it wasn't very good either.
I bring word from Emperor Kalis. The Valkyrie are on the move, and he believes an attack on Borath will happen soon. Your order. Serve the Empire.
I always serve the Empire well. New bridge officer. Let's see, what's he got? Beam fire at will, mines, cannon scatter, attack pattern. Science officer, photonic shockwave, tractor, tachyon, Klingon engineering. Probably can use a second engineering. Ooh, eject warp plasma too. I always liked eject warp plasma, I have to say. Well, you got to keep in mind that most of us who watched it at the time grew up on the original series, at least to some degree, even if it was on repeats. For most of my friends, it was on repeats. I remember watching one episode specifically in first airing in '68. I think it was the very last episode, as it turns out. Now, I don't remember specifically watching any others, but I do remember that one. So yeah, we were expecting something different than we got, and it seemed like certainly the cast hadn't gotten their sort of the camaraderie going that you get from actors once they are comfortable working with each other. That came later, and then the writing generally got better too, although it always had some real stinkers too. Bridge officers, choose join if you want me to join your bridge officers. Okay, Bach. Why don't you go ahead and join? And we'll collect our rewards for our success. We'll spend our points. I think I don't disagree that its influence is not overrated. Its quality varied widely. The best of the original series, I think, absolutely stands up. And the worst will leave you scratching your head. And I've got a ground point. Oh, I've got a couple of selects. Let's see. Tactical training, ground skill, bridge officer training, Photon grenade 3 or smoke grenade. Oh, photon grenade, please. We want to blow things up better. Thank you. Device expertise or willpower. Let's go with willpower. You know, and you had well-known science fiction writers working. You had Theodore Sturgeon, did Amok Time. Harlan Ellison did City on the Edge of Forever. Robert Bloch, the guy who wrote Psycho, did too. He did What Are Little Girls? No, not What Are Little Girls Made Of. The one with Red Jack, with the Jack the Ripper. And he also did Cat's Paw. Yeah, you would certainly, I would think for Next Generation and DS9, you'd have more of the people trying to get on it who were fans. I think later on, as it became less of a niche that they were trying to fill, I think probably not the showrunners, but the execs making the decision were far less interested in the quality of the show. And I'm not sure if that hasn't continued. I can't speak knowledgeably about the last couple of shows, the Picard show and the other shows that they've had recently, because I haven't seen them. But I could make something up if you like. I can make up a dumbass opinion. They're the worst things that I've never seen. No, that's not it. Wait. The best thing I've never seen? One of those two? Probably not. Sweeping strikes or lunge? Let's go with lunge. What do we got over here? Check the ship first. Let's see. Mine damage. No. Mine. This one has about twice as much. That one's got a lot more regeneration, but I think the twice as much is probably twice as better. And my personal stuff here. Tier 4 shield. Not as good as the Tier 4 blue I've got. Let's go ahead to our tactical lads, and we'll bump up his. And nope, she's got nice armor. Thrak's got 3. Bog. Here you are, Bog. Go crazy. Congratulations, you got... What the hell happened? Where did the armor go? I tried to give him armor and it vanished. I guess he didn't want to wear that armor anyway. In the game, I am definitely a appearance-based player, where the cool ships are more important to me than cool-looking. What ships I think are cool-looking are more important to me than how well they function, generally speaking. Hey, Willie. So I have the big Icosian ship, the carrier. I don't specifically remember it by name. Begin Afterlife. I believe it's time now for me to go to hell. Literally.
It's a Fakiri fleet. The attack has begun. It is good that
the
the
old,
Emperor is
have you
here,
tried turning it
but
off and
even
back
his
on again?
flagship
It
will
works
not
for
last
software
long
too.
against that many enemies. We must join the battle at once.
Well, yeah, I certainly, I try not to get too caught up in the comparison wars. And as I've said, primarily, I'm far more interested in the quality of the individual episodes, because I know how much they can vary, especially when we're talking about Star Trek. Ooh, a Goktad and a store? I'm not enthused about this, but...
These Fakiri are close. They are no match for Klingon warriors. Start with the small ships and work your way up.
No, I will not start with the small ships and work my way up.
Fakiri fight well. Good. I prefer a challenging match. To me, my warrior, show these demons how a Klingon fights. Some say
Now we're going to get behind him. We'll blow him up a little bit.
always warms the heart.
Start with the small ones. Don't they realize I'm Klingon? We don't start with the small ones. We start with the big ones. Tell you what I'm missing right now. Instead of torpedo high yield, I'm missing torpedo spread N. Yeah, thank you. Shooting the tricobalt device is always a good idea. Turn around, get moving. I'll just do a little bit of sneaksies for just a second. I think it's time for a little reverse shield polarity. That was somebody really wanted to shoot him a lot. Blow on by him. Whip around. Why aren't I whipping around? Accolade complete. Torpedo target.
System is on.
Is there still more of them? No, we got them.
Hail the monastery.
No,
North of
tack.
the
I want
monastery.
tack. 10 of it.
Return to Boreth is quite timely. The Fikiri have beamed assault teams to the monastery. Your assistance in the defense effort would be most appreciated. The monks have transmitted safe landing zone coordinates to us.
Then we go down. Yeah, that's pretty common, especially with a larger cast.
At the thought of Fikiri
It's going to take a while for people to
must be a
gel
fact.
and sort of read off of each other. It's one of the reasons that when it comes to movies, they like to get some rehearsal in to help build that up. You don't really have time in a TV show. TV shows are on notoriously tight schedules.
Indeed.
Emperor Kailash, come on! I have been expecting you. We know a great many things. Time is malleable here. I have seen this before. Our meeting was inevitable. Yes. You must travel with the Emperor to very well.
Yep, let's go. More mines. They really want me to use mines. I do love mines so much. Mines, the stuff you leave behind you, whether it's mines or you're dumping plasma on them, blowing by somebody and just dropping a perfect spread of, was it 20 mines, and hitting them with the plasma. It's just very, very reassuring. I will collect my rewards. Now, you should also remember that with his background, I would expect Patrick Stewart to be a little bit more, I don't want to say hardcore. Now, if you want to see an interesting picture of him, he played Sejanus in I, Claudius in a bad wig. He was also in a genuinely awful movie that is enjoyable, even though it's awful, called Life Force. He was really good as Sejanus in I, Claudius, though.
We will find the shrine to the west. Be ready to fight. There are more Fekiri about.
Yeah, so I can tell. There's all these little red dots on the map, so yeah, there's Feklari everywhere. The upstairs, I think. Now, I remember doing this mission once before, or some part of this mission once before, and it bugging out on me, and I rage quit. That was playing brand new content, and it bugs out. You had to kill all of the mobs in one spot. I'm not sure if it's in here or somewhere not too far ahead. And I killed them all, but there was one who was stuck under the geometry and couldn't be killed. And I didn't want to play through a 45-minute mission again. I didn't watch a lot of Stargate. I watched a little. I wouldn't say it was objectively bad by any means. And it's perfectly fine to, by the way, to like a bad movie or television show, as long as you don't confuse it for a good one. One of the worst movies I've ever seen, and they're making a remake, God knows why, was Roadhouse. And yet there's just some of the writing in there is so ferociously, hilariously awful that I can't not watch it if it's on TV.
Concentrating their efforts.
But it's a terrible movie. It's awful. And yet parts of it just work. So It's Dejar, Lord of Bindings again.
There! The shrine! And my blade!
Fire. There's fire. Get out of the fire. Note to self, stay out of the fire. It's good real-life advice as well. Stay out of the fire.
Huh. The jar has paid the price for his crimes. Hold my blade once more. Ah, 'tis a great victory indeed. The jar did not complete his ritual offering, but something is not right here. We must meditate. I will guide you.
Pardon me, I have to meditate
Together,
at the shrine.
We will go beyond the physical and into the spiritual realm.
So I think I'm going to hell now.
Listen,
Journey to Grethel.
hear the call
With
of our
honor.
ancestors.
Comply.
I feel strange.
Heed the voice. It is to be expected.
I feel my
Steel
spirit
yourself.
departing.
Warrior, heed me
I
now.
am ready, Kalas.
The time
Kalas,
has
sorry.
come at last.
Lead the way.
Ready your weapon.
This is a place for the dead. Leave now, or you will join them.
So the first time I did this quest, it blew my mind.
You have triumphed.
A quest where we go to the Klingon hell.
Why are you here? It is
I
not
could
your
scarcely
time.
believe my
You
eyes.
do not belong in this place. I have heard rumblings from Grethor, tales of Molor's plans to
I know
overthrow
they have
Fekla,
revamped
invade
it.
the realm of the living.
I think more,
This
and I
cannot
know
be
at least
allowed.
once, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they've done it
I will
multiple
take
times.
you to Grethor. It is not your...
Rally the barge dudes.
So, it's you, the filthy Tarkat who had the treacherous attack on my house.
Unlike you, I can leave this place, Pitak.
A lie! No one can leave this place, least of all a Kotal like you.
Kalish and I are here for the Empire. You can help us.
Emperor. Kalis would not stand. You were not worthy.
You! It seems my suffering.
Your dishonor brought you here. Remember that.
What brought me here was a barrage of fire from your vessel.
That's true, it
I
did.
should have
We shot him
vented
up.
the Jackal Mastiffs when I
I'm
had
not a
the
prisoner
chance.
here. Aid me and earn back some honor.
What you offer. Once, I was an honorable man.
2 down. In the pale moonlight? You never danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? The Jack Nicholson Joker? Not that big a fan?
A traitor who took my command and my life. Come to gloat, have you? Your treacherous ways continued after my death, it seems.
Kalish and I here serve the
Why,
Empire.
Kalis? Bah! I do not
No, I
honor
understood that after I
thing
responded,
at your sight,
and yet
Kalis. And I
I
do
maintain
not
that.
honor you, or the savior preaching for someone who finds value in it. Or
Join us. Remember what it is to be Klingon.
to my to be Klingon. I accept your challenge. I will prove myself to you, just to see the look on your face when I...
So, one of those pathetic drakes still has
Tormentor of the dead. Sounds like a cool job. However, he probably doesn't have work from home. He probably has to go into the office every day, which is kind of a drag. Let's enter the gates of Grethor, then.
Such is the fate of all.
We go to Klingon Hell.
There, do you see? The
I will unlock the gate. Who am I?
Synthale in Hell.
Fool from fighting in a burning
You know, I'm not sure I want to really drink an alcoholic beverage brewed in
You
hell.
want to go in?
Oh, we've got more happy friends. Yes, take items, take items, take items, thank you. Gotta use your Batleth.
Kapla!
See, they say Kapla, but my name is Kerplop, and I keep getting confused. It's like, did they record my name? They're welcoming is the term I would use. They're just very, very welcoming. We are storming the gates of Klingon Hell. More dilithium ore, more dilithium ore.
Behold, the halls of Grethor. The fortress
Let them come. I welcome the challenge. Losers. Bunch of losers. The Hall of Grethor. What do you think? You knock on the door, say trick or treat. Are they full-size Snickers? Well, yeah. Yeah, I have outstanding issues with Cryptic these days, so little surprises me any longer. Sadly.
Perhaps that specter can offer guidance. But beware. Everyone here is fallen.
Gotta keep using the Batleth to skill up the Batleth. I'd already gotten to the 100 kills. I think the next tier is 500, so that's a long-term goal. Canucket here is an old friend of mine and is, I would say, my closest thing to a resident expert on things Star Trek.
So, a
Another warrior has come to challenge Grethor in hopes of wresting honor from the dead. There is no honor here.
What price? I'm here for battle, not haggling.
This is the specter of treachery, an avatar of lies and deceit.
Yep.
The blade in the back, a promise never kept.
I reside in this place. Know its ways. Without my
Perhaps I shall
help,
speak.
not far from here, you will find two other specters.
Dishonor and cowardice. Yeah.
Dishonor and cowardice. I grow tired of their wailing and that STO side.
Yeah, I don't believe he's going to actually help me out.
Dishonor. The lowest depths to which a Klingon may sink.
I just simply don't believe him. The spirit of treachery is specter of treachery. Just, it's a little tough for me to honestly think he's likely to live up to his word. That's all. Call me crazy. That's the specter of cowardice. Chicken, peacock, chicken, chicken.
And the shadow of fear. And the dark hand that clutches your heart and closes your throat. But if you think you have enough,
Daruk the coward! Once charged with defending Boreth, he fled from glorious battle with the Herc. His own men killed him for it, and now he haunts Grethor for eternity. Prepare for the chase.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Cowardice flees into the dark. We must bring light to this maze to hunt him down and finish him.
Okay. We will bring light to this maze. And finish him, I guess.
Flanking damage detected.
This part, I don't believe, was in the original, when they originally implemented the Klingon Goes to Hell storyline. I don't think they had this sort of multi-part storyline. But it's been a number of years, as you might expect. A little light, Scarecrow? And now he's going to run again, isn't he? Because he's a big coward chicken. Famously, he is also in Spaceballs. He is the Stormtrooper-esque character who says, "Man, we ain't found shit on the planet." Open the door. Lights, camera, action. No action. Lights and camera, but no action. $37 more dilithium for me. I need to stop snorting the dilithium crystals, man. Yeah, I remember that as well. Well, he's managed to vanish on me. Yeah, not quite. That's big. The Targ of Grethor. Light. Huh. So now I get to run around until I find him. Great. Unless I should be closing doors behind me, and that's the kind of useless puzzle they would put in. I got a red dot. That's him. All healed up again. And we have defeated Cowardice. One down.
Cowardice is banished. Now we must find and defeat dishonor.
We got this. I'm sure the Spectre of Treachery is trustworthy. Who's running down to shoot things? Who's the crazy person?
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Looks like everybody is run down. No, now he's running back up. Alright, and there's Dishonor. Is this lightable? It is not lightable.
Failure.
Yep.
And I am regret.
Yep, you are.
I am the challenge not given. I am the falsehoods that face me like a true warrior or experience speed.
We cannot harm him. He has no honor. His might comes from those he torments within this chamber.
Free his captive.
Enemy targets on sensor.
If I could
Cannot
move,
harm him.
I would.
He has no honor. His might comes from those he torments within this chamber. Free his captives. Without their power, dishonor will be vulnerable to defeat. Then, the damned may have their revenge. There, without his prisoners, his hold is weakening. And we can defeat him.
Flanking damage detected.
Stop shooting me, you little jerks. Come on, man. I'm just trying to help some people out here. They're just sitting around, chilling. Oh.
Damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
Gotta get rid of these guys. They've been wailing on me while I'm trying to kill Ugly Boy. And he's dying at his own pace. We've almost got him. If anything, the ground combat is jankier than I remember. Especially if you're using a melee weapon like I am, for the most part anyway.
With the specters of cowardice and
No, Treachery said he'd show us the way out. I'm sure he will. He's a very honorable and not at all treacherous person named Treachery.
Behold the triumphant heroes! You have done well. Both of my pathetic rivals have been dispatched, and I stand alone. I suppose it is time for me to uphold my end of the bargain.
Yeah, but you're not going to.
I'm afraid not.
Yeah, yeah.
By the
Enemy combatants in close proximity. Making damage detected.
Kill him. Everybody kill him. Kill him harder. Am I standing in poo again? I think I am. Poo again. This time I will get out of the poo, cleverly. They're checking around for girls? Trying to find something interesting to do later in the evening? Or it's the janky Star Trek combat system, ground combat system at work again? Probably that second thing. But yeah, that is true. Well, you see, you just have to make sure that you ask them if they're virgins or not. Where are my other two idiots?
The 3 specters are defeated. Indeed.
My idiots. Where are they? Who knows? Yeah, I can't even bring myself to try and track them down. Oh. Well, that works. You can tell it's bad when they have to put that function into their game because the pathing. People always get lost. Here we are.
And so you come at last. Into these halls you march.
Yeah.
Scattering the dregs of the afterlife, leaving them broken in your wake. You are strong indeed. You have my hated nemesis at your side. But it will not be enough. For here
You are deluded,
I
Braggart.
am I. Even now my Fakiri spread chaos and
Unlikely. Now, as in ancient times, you are unworthy.
bold words, but hollow.
Not as long as I draw breath. Face me, Molor. Let us end this.
For eternity. Here.
Making damage detected. Enemy combatants in close proximity. Personal shield losing power.
Alright, 1 Hound of Grethor down. 2 Hounds of Grethor down. Everybody focus on Molor. The Molar Man. Fine, if he's going to keep running, I'll just change to a gun. And...
Behold my true power! It will be the last thing you see before you die!
Okay, that sounds reasonable. This guy's just as annoying as a toothache. You know, a problem with your molor. Sorry. Oh, I would say bad is a kindness. To refer to that as a bad joke, it's not a joke. It's as long as jokes go, that joke is a bad
and
joke.
without him, the Fakiri will slink back into yes.
For now, at least. Don't worry, being alive inside forever, it never really works out. Alright, we'll start with Captain Kagren.
You look like a warrior.
Great deeds, Kapla. Kalis.
Kapla. I see.
With your guidance, my emperor, you honor me, Kalis. And Mr. Creepy Boy over here, Tanovic.
It is as we have foreseen.
But what really happened here, Tanovic?
That is a matter of perspective.
Do you always speak in riddles?
Time
is a riddle is the answer to you always speak in riddles, so that's a yes.
Unclear.
I will return to my ship. I will speak with Jimpok.
You have done much for the Empire this day.
Well, that's true.
You fought at the side of the Emperor himself.
And I went to hell.
Defeated one of our greatest
Because I don't
enemies.
need the Batleth.
Honor to
I
you
have.
and your house, warrior.
The legendary Batleth.
As for the Fakiri, we have much to learn about them. Know that I have tasked some of our greatest minds
torpedo,
with solving the riddle
cannon,
of these so-called demons.
Beam.
They may strike again, and the Empire must be ready.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Ding 16.
The Romulans researched Borg technology at a base known as the Vault. The Vault was abandoned in the chaos after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld.
Is that one where
we
you
sent
have
a
to
group
fight
of scout ships into the region a few years later, but they were
in,
lost in an ambush
in
by
a
an
shuttle?
unknown vessel. Since then, we have been monitoring the region for signs of activity.
a shuttle?
Long-range sensors have detected energy spikes.
Yeah, it is the one where you have to fight in a shuttle. You can probably detect the enthusiasm in my voice regarding this prospect. Spoiler, none. Not a whisker, not a tiny little amount. Not a... Why do they do this to us? That's my question. Why? Why? Well, I'm going to head back to Kronos, and I need to do a bunch of stuff on the character that would not be interesting. For instance, getting myself at least it's a captain's shuttle, I think, the special one for the lifers. At least it used to be. Not sure anymore. Check and see if sell my crap in my inventory. Maybe swap around some skills on my officers. But I think we're going to call it here for the evening, as this is a good break place for me, because I really don't want to go through the effort of futzing around and then having to do the vault on top of that. It's just one of those episodes, man. One of the storyline episodes that just freaking stink on ice. So I'm going to call it here, I think. I'm not positive about tomorrow, Sunday. I should be here tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll try to get set up ready to go on the vault tomorrow so that I'll just start up and go. So I'll do some work on it tonight, hopefully. Knock on wood. I want to thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Lively chat. I appreciate that very, very much, even if I was a little bit focused on blowing up demons. Thank you for keeping it jumping. I really appreciate that. I think the stream is always better when it's a lively chat. And I think I'm a better streamer when it's a lively chat. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. So I should be back the usual time tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. More Star Trek Online. Probably out on Monday. And not sure about what will be coming up on Tuesday then. But I'll play it by ear. So that's my plan for the next couple of days. I hope the rest of your Saturday night? It is, right? Yay, I didn't lose a day again. The rest of your Saturday night goes great. I hope your Sunday's nice too. Enjoy a little rest and relaxation. I should be back at the usual time. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight, guys. Take care, and ciao for now. Night all.